I'm Eric Loy, and welcome to Loy Interviews. On this podcast, we talk with folks from the VTuber community on their channels, their talents, their stories, where they come from, and their plans for the future. I'm happy to be joined by iiChemicalAngel. Hi.
Hi,
Thanks so much for coming on. Please introduce yourself to everybody.
I'm iiChemicalAngel. I am a cyberpunk Nico digital angel, and I play a variety of different games, but my main games have been Warframe and Dead by Daylight.
As I call it, Eric gets hung on a hook. Yes. I'd spend the whole game on the hook. It's safe here. I know where I am. So, how did you get started with content creation?
Well, I've always wanted to do content creation. It was more of like the tutorials you see on YouTube back in I would say 2010.
Mm-hmm.
Around those times, I was like, oh, this would be so cool to do because I used to play PS4, I used to play PS2,
Mm-hmm.
had all those, and I always looked at the tutorials. I was like, this would be so cool to do. Never really got a chance to get into it until I would say about 2020. I started to do some TikTok creations on my personal account,
Mm-hmm.
and then I kind of took a break. I got a PC. And that's where it kind of was like everything started forming. I was very excited about, I could actually start streaming. It took about a year before I actually got the courage, and I started it about a year ago and been enjoying it ever since.
Cool. And was it kind of against your nature to go out and perform in front of people, or had you done that before?
Oh, it is against my nature. I am 100% an introvert at home.
Yeah. Well, there's a lot of people who are VTubers now who consider themselves introverts or have been introverts, and they say it kind of opened up their personal life at off air as well after a while as a VTuber. Do you think that's affected you a little bit as far as being able to get out and meet people?
I don't think it's affected me. I'm a little more talkative in person now, but I wouldn't say it's changed me. I'm still an introvert. I 100% still am. But online perspective, it has 100% changed me. I am very open, and I'm surprised I'm as talkative as I am now.
Well, I got a chance to check out one of your streams last night, and I think you were very comfortable with it. It sounded like it, and very your voice is very welcoming, and I think that it was a great experience. I enjoyed myself watching you. How long did it take for you to get comfortable behind the mic?
It took me a while. At first, I literally had friends at the time that were like, you need to talk more. You need to be yappy. I'm like, I'm trying my hardest. But I think over time, it kind of just built to where I can just talk. Sometimes my mood will affect it where I'm like, I can tell, like, I'm sure last night I was more calmer than I was on Friday night stream. But it was like, it just depends really on my moods, if I'm super, super talkative, or I'm cozy and comfy, or I'm very chaotic.
So normal.
Yeah.
Well, that's perfectly fine, I think, because it shows me that you're putting a lot of yourself into it, and you don't, if you're allowing that to pass on air, then it's very personal for you when you come on, and I think the audience will know that.
I think so. I think that a lot of my community knows that I'm honestly genuine. I will tell them, hey, I'm not having the best day, but we're gonna make it a good day. Because usually stream does
Yeah.
change my mood to where I am actually enjoying it. I'm always smiles the whole time.
Well, I can hear it. You're one of those folks that I can hear you smile, which is pretty good, really good, and that's something you can't teach. But it creates a welcoming atmosphere, really. The more I'm going to use the word human you are on the air, the less of an act you're putting on, and the more that people will relate to it. I think.
Yeah, I see myself as not as an act, as just being myself and showing others that they can just be themselves as well.
Mm. So what got you to be a chemical angel?
That one's a funny story. That happened back in, I would say, 2013. I I just was putting together names, had a friend helping me, and we were just like, this one sounds really cool. You should try this. And ever since, it's just stuck, and I love it.
I
And will not change it.
I think it's a pretty cool name. There's a lot of things that come to mind when I hear Chemical Angel. Um, there's a lot of ways you can go with that. And it's very, you mentioned cyberpunk type. I think that's right in there with that. I really do. Um, do you have any um, ideas about, maybe uh, a different type of avatar or a different type of things to add to the avatar, or is this the one you went full on?
Oh, yes, 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 yes.
Mm.
I've already started thinking about a 2.0. It's still like way in the future, but I have ideas. And my reference sheet doesn't show everything. I do have wings,
Hmm.
and they're digital as well.
Yes, you can see them right there in the thumbnail. They're right there. Uh, um,
But I want to go into more of like transforming my model into, I would say, like more digital on the body, because when my jacket comes off, I just look like a normal VTuber,
ah,
and I want to change that. I want some really cool things that when I take off my jacket, it's like, whoa, did not expect that.
that's cool. You get to kind of flex your creative wings and something like that, and I'm sure that's going to be fun when it comes out. Will you would you consider yourself a even being an introvert? Would you consider yourself a an artist in any way?
I dabble in a little bit of graphic design. I do
Mm-hmm.
like logos,
Mm-hmm.
but I wouldn't say I'm great at it. I'm trying to work on improving
Boy,
when I get the time.
I tell you, when I'm doing these thumbnails, which is the only art I do. I don't. My hands and my hands and my creativity don't always match up when it comes to art and things. But when I'm putting together one of those thumbnails, the logos, and then some folks don't have logos, so I'm trying to figure out some type of font. I am absolutely obsessed with fonts.
Me too. I have a whole collection on
Oh,
my Krita.
oh man, it takes me so long to come up with the right font.
It does. It does. That's the hardest part about making a logo. What font to use?
Yeah, well, I mean, you're doing real artwork and putting that logo together. I'm just trying to find a title. Like, no, this isn't right. No, this isn't right. No, this isn't right. And the program I'm using um, gives me like 400 to choose from. I'm like, okay,
Oh, wow.
this is not quite right. No, this is not quite right. I hit the undo button a lot. So, I mean, when you're working on something like that, do you want the exact right logo to go with it, or like font to work with the logo?
Yes,
Yeah,
you kind of want the font to match the theme,
yeah,
because if not, it'll throw your whole whatever you're trying to create off.
yeah. The logos are they the type of logos that have Well, first of all, your logo is wonderful. Um, did you create that yourself?
No, I actually hired someone to do it.
Well, it
I haven't
is.
dabbled in my own.
Yeah. Have you thought about creating your own logo?
I have. I generally have, but I kind of really like this logo, and I'm keeping it for a while until I'm ready to change.
Yeah, I like it too. It's very good. Um, so when you're on the air, you're playing all sorts of different type of games, or is there a certain genre you like better?
Uh, I I generally play a lot of different types of games, but here lately it's been I do like Warframe Mondays,
Hmm.
and then I've been doing Subnautica, but I've been doing a lot of survival horror as well.
Yeah. Well,
So those are about the genres I use.
Dead by Daylight is definitely. For me, it'd be a non-survival, a very quick game. If that's it, you're dead. Um, the Subnautica, I've heard it's Subnautica 1 or 2, or the new one.
We're doing one right now,
Uh-huh.
as I've never played Subnautica, so this is like my first playthrough.
Mm. It. I really would like to try that game. It looks like it'd be great to work on because there's a lot of different ways you can go at that game. You can just build something and survive, or you can go out and work with the storyline. Which one are you doing?
We are actually doing a lot of the story. Like we have been building, but we've been really just trying to get through the story little by little, and then we're still exploring and having fun with
Mm.
it though.
Yeah, that's one of the big things is finding little things that you didn't find before. Getting the I wouldn't even mind, kind of grinding out getting the materials needed for that sort of thing. It's just
Yeah, because you never know what's going to happen in Subnautica. We've had Leviathan sneak up on
yeah, yeah. That's when I first saw somebody playing that game, and suddenly the first time they got the Leviathan coming after him, everybody screamed. Nah! And it's just it's a rite of passage in the game, I imagine, to go through something like that. It is really it does have that little extra um, pressure or fear factor in it that gives it that little edge.
Yes, I've been terrified a little too much of that game, but I love it.
Yeah, it certainly would be playing against type for me because I hate deep water. I'm
That is that is one of my biggest fears in the game is
yeah,
going alone when it's dark.
yeah. I heights and depths. I'm not a big fan of. I really don't like heights, which is good because I've never been able to actually get 2 feet off the ground on a jump anyway. So I tend to stay on the ground most of the time. Um, with with the streams, is there something that you would like to try that you haven't done yet? Maybe a live hand stream, something like that. Hand cam.
I plan to do a hand cam, but that's not until in the future. Currently, I think I really am excited because I haven't done it before, but I'm doing a reaction video type
Oh,
stream.
yeah.
I have never done it and I'm excited.
Yeah. What are you going to react to, or do you want to spill the beans?
Well, I don't get to see any of it. My chat and my community has this channel in my server that is all about where they post the videos that they want me to watch. They understand the rules for it,
Hmm.
but I'm nervous because they've been posting a lot of videos for me to watch.
Yeah, yep. Be ready to be if you don't preview them, be ready to get bonked every once in a while with that. Getting the one that doesn't play or something along those lines, or get Rick rolled. It's going to happen. Just be ready
I
for it.
Yeah, I feel like that is gonna be a thing that's coming up.
So, right now, when you look back at when you started and where you are right now, with VTubing and content creation, are you happy with what you've been able to do, or are you frustrated with growth or anything along those lines?
I'm actually pretty happy because I know there are streamers who are where I'm at, and they've been doing it for about 3 years,
Mm-hmm.
and I've only been doing it for a year, so I would say my growth has been very, like, exponential, I
Mm.
would say, because I've learned that it takes time to grow. So I would say, I'm very happy for where I am,
Mm-hmm.
but
That's
there are doubts,
well,
if I'm doing good. But I think for the most part, when I look back from my like very first stream, because I do have a little snippet of it, and then I look back to my stream now, I would say that I'm very happy. I would not imagine
yeah,
myself where I am now.
yeah. Well, the biggest thing is having fun with it. I mean, enjoying yourself and not turning it into a, a job that you don't look forward to, that type of thing. Um, as long as you're still enjoying yourself. But I think, based on watching you last night, and you were uh, you were in a collaboration with a couple of folks, and in watching you last night, you seemed just really comfortable with it, and comfortable with the people you were collaborating with.
Oh yes, I've collabed with them quite a few times.
Yeah.
So that's what helped there. But I would say I am pretty comfortable with streaming now, and to me, streaming is kind of like my happy place. I go to it to kind of relax actually and have fun.
That's good. That you it's some people are taking it strictly as a straight up job to do, and throwing in a lot of money and saying I'm going to be rich and a superstar with it when they don't really enjoy it in the first place, and people will know that as soon as you turn on the microphone and start pretending that you're liking something, you're not going to fool the audience for very long.
Oh, 100%. My biggest advice is don't take it like a job. You're
Yeah.
gonna get burned out, and your community's gonna know. Because when I started to feel burned out, my community knows. My 100% my community knows, and they're like, "Take a break,"
Mm.
and I go take my break. But uh, but I don't see it as a job at all because to me, if I saw it as a job, I would have quit long ago. Because I already work a full-time job. I don't need another one. This is a hobby to me, and it's a fun hobby.
That's right. If I want to be frustrated, I'll just go to work. Yeah, it's good to see that you are comfortable with it and you are comfortable with chat. Did it take a while for you to get comfortable with chat?
100%. I would say I have my ups and downs with chat, and then like my chat has changed completely and is completely different than what it used to be, but I will say I'm happy with it. I'm happy that I'm able to have that mutual understanding with my chat that hey, we're all here just to have fun.
Mm.
And that's what we like to do.
It's interesting you said it's changed a little bit. How?
I've had my I've gone through some bad apples. I
Mm.
don't want to really go into that, but
That's
I will say it's taught me a lot though.
yeah.
It's taught me a lot. It's taught me how to open up to people, how to be more trusting, but also how to just really know that your community will find you.
Mm.
And I was told that when I first started streaming, you'll find your community. It may not be now, it may not be right at this second,
Hmm.
but you'll find it.
Yeah.
And honestly, I think I did.
Yeah. Yeah. That's it. The folks that are loyal and will stay on with you, that'll make a big difference. And there's just going to be people who want to throw dirt in your Cheerios. It's that's what they do. And it makes their little pea brain happy, to do something like
Yes.
that, and they'll never probably do a creative thing in their lives, but that's what they do. And you can't take it too personal when something like that happens. But the being able to write it out, ride the bull until the timer goes off, and is rewarding in the end with having a good group of folks that you can broadcast to.
Yes, and it's good to see, like, I've learned now that over a year, I now see, like, a regular who comes in, who's there, like, I remember what they did the last stream and how they are, and I always love seeing people, even if I haven't seen them for a while and they come in, I'm like, "Oh my goodness, it's been so long," because it's like I just love seeing them because it's like you're here to you thought of me. You came here to see how I'm doing. I want to see how you're doing.
It's a wind beneath your wings moment, isn't it? When you realize that people around the world are coming back because they enjoy being with you.
Yes, it is a very rewarding feeling. I will say I never thought that I would ever feel this way, like
Mm-hmm.
because I'm very introverted, but
Yeah.
like I'm very extrovert online. So now anyway, so it's like it's a very rewarding feeling.
Yeah. And it is almost a redeeming feeling at times. Like, yeah, I'm doing this, and people enjoy me doing it, so I should be doing it. And
Yes, and I've always told myself, I mean, if it was in real life, I'd be have like 20 people watching me. That's a huge step.
yeah, it is.
And then you see it now and it's like, I think that's what makes me like not really look down on my numbers because
Mm,
I throw that in my mindset like you have 20 people or even like 13, it doesn't matter the number, but you have these people who are coming to see you. If I was to play like do an act in the middle of town and people came to see, that is what it feels like to stream.
yeah, yeah. I mean, you don't see the audience, which is good. I mean, I was in radio for so long, but I never really, when I started, I didn't really like getting up in front of people. My legs would lock up, and I did
I
just,
shake.
yeah.
I shake. That's what I'm doing right now.
Yeah. Oh, you don't have to shake it with me. I'm not gonna bite. Probably.
But no, I mean, even like beginning, I get little butterflies. I get nervous
Mm,
when I start my stream because I do have that feeling like, yes, I don't see them, I don't know what they look like, but they're watching me.
mm.
And being an introvert, that's something that you deal with in real life. Like you go out in public, you're like, oh no, you know what I mean? Like
Oh
you think
yeah,
about those things.
yeah, absolutely.
Whereas I do still get that, but it's gotten to a point of since it's rewarding to see it, it's nice. It feels awesome. It's like it's a good feeling.
Getting that feedback and positive or at least helpful feedback is a big key too, because then you know that you're kind of welcomed in, and they're trying to help you. They want you to keep going. Um, have you had that happen with Chad every once in a while?
Yes.
Mm,
They they knew that like I was, I have some Wi-Fi issues every once in a while.
hmm
And
Your why doesn't fi all the time.
yes. And they're just like, you could do it. You could keep going. It's okay if it's a little buffering, but and at the end of the day, they know that even if I can't stream, I'll get in my Discord and I will hang out with the whole entire community.
Yeah. So how
So
important? I want to ask you that. How important is your Discord to what you're doing?
it is very important to me. I feel like it's a good way for me to connect with my community, like get to know, especially the regulars, and get to know how they are, and that to know that I would say for any streamer, it is really good to see your community in your Discord because it's not just a number. It's not just someone that is watching you on stream. It is someone who is a person who is there, and they have feelings. They have,
Hmm.
everything you have, because we're all human,
Right, right, right.
at the end of the day.
Yeah, I mean, the great thing is that we're not all the same.
Yes, I agree with that. We're all different, and it's
Yeah,
so funny to see how different everyone is in my community.
yeah,
And then we all come together and we all just enjoy the same things. It's really good to see.
yeah. It is, and that's one of the reasons why I enjoy these interviews so much. Is because I get to chat with people everywhere, and they're all different. There's there's stories and talents and um, backgrounds and things that I haven't heard before, and it's always a something for me to unwrap every time. It's a surprise, and and I enjoy that. And you can do that too with your followers, especially in a. Do you get? I got to ask you this too. Do you think it's more personal when you're working with them in or talking with them in your Discord or when you're on live?
I would say it's more personal talking them in Discord
Hmm.
because there are topics we talk about that we don't say on stream,
Right,
and that's okay because not everyone wants their business all over stream.
right,
And so it's good to hear like how they're doing and everything like that, where they don't have to worry what they say on the stream, whereas in Discord they can be honest and be like, "Hey, I'm not doing so good." That's fine. I'm there to help you and everything like that.
yeah,
I feel like Discord's a lot more personal, but at the same time, even if like I don't talk to all of them because that would be really a lot of 300 plus people joined, but they know they can join. They can come and talk to us. It is my VCs
yeah,
are pretty open, especially if they just want to come and hang out.
yeah, yeah. Well, that's it's for some folks the Discord has become like a clubhouse uh, for folks where it's here's the show, which would be the stream, but if you want to hang out, here's my clubhouse. Is that kind of like how you look at it?
I don't look at it as a clubhouse, but I would say I look at it more like, oh, this is a hard one to put into terms. I would say I look at it as a way to connect with others outside of my stream. They can make friends, they can grow together. I wouldn't say it was like a club.
Hmm.
I would say clubhouse per se, but like, because clubhouses kind of have rules on who can join and who can't.
Right.
I would
Yeah.
say it's more of a lounge.
Mm.
Maybe that would be a good way to put it. Like they can come and relax and be themselves. Because I have people where I'll stream a game in my Discord and just hanging out, being myself. Because I'm the same as I am on stream, and my community knows that.
Hmm.
Uh, they'll just come in and watch. They won't say anything. They'll just watch. They enjoy watching, and that right there, they know that they can come and just hang out and get a kind of like a personal time to talk to me outside of stream.
Yeah. Do you when you realize that people are tuning in and you have lurkers, everybody does, that will but will they'll be there for the whole stream. Um, do you ever think about that? Now people are comfortable enough with you to have you in the background as they're doing stuff.
Oh, yes, I actually kind of enjoy it because I'm like, 'cause they'll always tune in and like some of them they won't say anything all stream. And that's okay because to me it's just it's ha- it makes me happy to see that I can be their background noise
Yeah.
because I'm the same way when I'm by like just playing games. I'll have some background noise. I have my friends Twitches up and stuff like that because to me it's relaxing and it kind of calms me.
Yeah. Yeah. I enjoy having something background. There is a channel on the Soma FM site, which is Simfera, which is a kind of a space ambient music type thing in the background. I'll have that on all the time when I'm working on the show. Um, there's, but there's some folks who like having a program going on where every once in a while they'll look up and see what's happening. And you have a really good voice for that, I think.
Oh,
Um,
thank you.
yeah, it's welcoming. There's no, I say this a lot, but there's no sharp edges, which can be jarring for someone to listen to. Have you thought about reading like some ASMR stuff?
I have. That is something that is on my goals to eventually try.
Yeah.
uh, I'm not sure how to go about it. I've been looking into it, just not as much as I should, because I've been told I would do good at ASMR,
Oh yeah.
but I've never really deep dived into it.
Mm. Well, I think you would. I think it. I think you'd be able to, even if you just did like um, a quiet time stream or something like that. You didn't have to do like all the bells and whistles and weird microphone type stuff. I I get a little freaked out by that, but
Yeah,
yeah,
the where they quietly touch their mics. I'm
yeah,
like, no, I can't do that.
yeah, little creepy
But
even.
I've been told I could, like, if I my chat has heard me soften my voice,
Um,
and they were like, "You should do ASMR," and I'm just like, "I'll think about
yeah.
it."
Well,
And I've looked into it,
even
but
if it was something like reading a book online,
I've actually never thought about that.
yeah,
That would be something
yeah. I mean,
to try.
like story time or something like that, and it didn't have to be. It doesn't have to be a giant, you know, uh, 800 page book or maybe short stories or something like that that you'd find. I just think it'd work really well. I think your voice is soft enough to carry it out now, but if you soften it up a little bit even more, people will be people will be really enjoying it. I think you've got that personality that would pull it off.
I do think I would probably give it a shot.
Yeah.
I will look into it and
Yes.
do my research and put a poll up and see how my chat would like that. I
Yeah.
bet they would, though.
Yeah.
They're always down for new stuff.
What do you think, chat? Let them know. Let them know. Um, the the uh, um, the microphone thing. As you said, you were been an introvert. Um,
Mhm.
when you finally got the chance to turn the microphone on, and you saw that the model was up and working, and what was it? Apprehension, or was it? I'm really looking forward to this, or I want to run away right now. what was what was the feeling going through you?
My very first time turning everything on, because at the time I started with like a PNGer,
Mm-hmm.
not of this model, but it was a different feeling.
Mm.
It like I was so nervous.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know what to say. I didn't know if I just sit there and game. Luckily, we were playing Lockdown Protocol, so it's a lot of talking already.
And then
So
yelling and yelling and
yeah, and then Phasmophobia. Those were the two games I started out with. So in both of them, you talk a lot, except for like the moments in Phasmo,
yeah,
But
yeah. Well, that's a really good idea. If you've got somebody that you can work with it, and you've got games like that that'll take your mind off of it because you're screaming one way or another. Um, it would really take your mind off. So did those particular games really help you? You think?
I think they did. I think they taught me that it is good to keep talking and just keep going at it because not I think a lot of people go watch a stream to listen to the streamer to see what they're doing and
Hmm.
get to know a game better and stuff like that. And you really get to see that aspect with streamers when they're gaming. You get to see them playing in, you get to see how the game is. And when talking about, like, I would say when talking about, like, the actual, mm, I'm sorry.
No, it's all right.
Uh,
You mean the actual nuts and bolts of the game, or
yeah, and getting to chow it, it kind of peps you up
mm,
even more to talk more.
yeah,
And
it's an
I did
adrenaline
this,
rush.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's adrenaline. I did this not too long ago. I did a Warframe fashion show on my stream. And I'm still getting used to Warframe and still learning the quirks of it.
Yeah.
And it was the one thing that got me to talk. I think by the end of that, my jaw was hurting because I talked so much, and I've never talked like that in person, like that long. So
Well, if you go too long, you start sounding. It starts sounding like this because the jaw isn't working right.
yes,
But the your voice is I think the angel part of the voice is perfect because that's kind of how your voice comes across. And the idea of you with that voice playing in a horror game is really hilarious, I think.
yeah. I don't know if you caught it last night. I had one of my friends was like, "Oh, I love when she screams because it peaks the mic every time."
And that's great because that's a natural reaction that you get, and that obviously at that point you're comfortable enough with being yourself on the stream, and you're okay with letting out your feeling at the time, which is scream.
Yes, my very first time, I would say, wasn't Phasmo because at the time I was so used to Phasmo, I wasn't getting really scared of it.
Hmm.
But like the actual like horror games when I started playing them, like Devour,
Hmm.
I was kind of like scared to scream on the mic because
Hmm.
I was like, I don't want to blow anyone's ears out. But my chat loves it. So it's like I'm able to just be me and like let the scream out when I'm actually scared.
I know there's folks I talk to who say that being online with that avatar and with the model allows them to be more themselves than they can in real life.
I believe so.
Yeah.
I think that being having a model there, not having to worry about judgment or anything like that plays a big factor of you can truly be yourself.
Hmm.
When you know that you're not being judged on your looks, the way your expressions,
Hmm.
every little detail cuz let's face it, people like to point out
Oh
details.
yeah.
As a model, you don't have to worry about that. You can just be yourself.
Yeah. Yeah. And you get to present what you want to present to people with yeah.
Yes.
I mean, your model is great, and you that is what people are seeing, and you can create whatever backstory you want, and you can. I kind of liken it to going from high school to college, where you are still the same person, but these people don't know that you bent over in fourth grade and split your pants going for a pencil. Your your background isn't there so much. It's you get to you set the field, you set up the world that you're in at this point. Um, you have control of it. Have you thought of it that way, and does that help?
I have thought of it that way, like, it's my own persona. I get to be who I wanna be and not let I would say societal rules dictate
Mhm.
how I am. I mean, granted, there are societal rules with VTubing, but, like, it's it's more I feel like there's a lot more freedom to express yourself.
Yeah, yeah. Now that's positive and negative. There's a double-sided sword to that, but the anonymity that it provides gives some people cover to to shoot at you. which is, you know, ridiculous in my opinion. Um, but you still have to have a little bit of a tough skin at times.
Oh, yes, you definitely have to have tough skin because there are people that will try to get under your skin as
Mm,
hard as they want that reaction. You just don't give them that reaction.
yeah,
You don't, and you just gotta move forward. Like time moves on, they'll go away, and you'll be back to yourself. So you just don't give them any reaction for that.
yeah. Just frustrate them by not giving what they want. And at the same
Yes.
and at the same time, you've got other people in the chat to entertain and keep an eye on, and they still want to see what you're doing normally. The one person or maybe his friend that shows up, it's like, yeah, well, eventually if they get bad enough, you just kick them out. They go.
Yeah, it's kind of funny because like your community has your back.
Hmm.
And when you get a bad apple coming in, like if you play ZBD, you'll get one bad apple from a match coming into your game, or
Hmm.
if they know that you're a streamer in the game.
Yeah, yeah.
And it's so funny to see your chat defend you. It
They
is. It's a good feeling, and it helps you know that you aren't doing it alone, dealing with stuff like this alone, and especially your moderators. Props up to my mods, I will say that.
well,
They will.
give him a go ahead and give him a shout out.
Yeah, props to, I will say, my amazing partner, Cad,
Hmm.
and Ginger, and I will say, Vesting.
Hmm.
They. They've handled some situations and have been. Vesting's still new, so he hasn't had to deal with any of the other situations. But the ones that have, I tell you, they're on it. I don't have to worry during stream.
They're wearing the hangman's hood. But that must be a lot more comfort to you to know that you've got somebody out there who's kind of watching when you're watching over your shoulder the other way when people are watching over your shoulder.
Yes, it's a really good feeling. And even if they're just lurking and they're not able to fully pay attention,
Hmm.
like I know I can just send a message through Discord and they'll be right there. They'll
Hmm.
be there.
Yeah, yeah. So you've got something coming up this year. Have you got some big plans for the rest of the year?
We are we're trying to put together a group of some of the content creators that are in my community that want to do a charity event for the whole month of August.
Cool.
I haven't got to do a charity event at all, and I've been streaming for a year, so it's one of those like I really want to do that. Like
Hmm.
I never knew how, so I'm learning,
Hmm.
and this is a good way for other content creators to learn. And basically, all the donations for the month of August, we will be donating it to the charity that wins the poll that I will have up.
Hmm. Yeah. And remember, charity number 5 is Eric Loy.
Very cool. I love it.
I used to call it when I was younger. I'd say, please contribute to the Keep Eric Out of College Fund because his mind is a terrible thing, and it didn't work though. But it's great that you want to give back. I'm always supportive of folks who give their time to good causes and have you got a few? Have you figured out the ones you're going to put in the poll yet?
We have a few. Let me see real quick. I have it pinned up so I can actually tell you.
Yes.
Let's see.
Do, 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 do.
Autism Society of America,
Mm-hmm.
Autism Science Foundation,
Yeah.
Alley Cat Allies.
Oh, what's that one about?
That one is to help stray cats
Oh, well, yeah.
that
I've
have
already,
colonies and stuff like that, to
I,
help them and help to where they can still, like, of course, be a stray cat, but they get the help that they need.
yeah, we've had. That's how we got 7 of our 9 cats. Yeah, they were picked up had the spay and neuter done and then released back into and shots and stuff and released back in. And they all came to our door. So now we've got 9. Eh, it's I is that the type of thing you're talking about, spaying and neutering and shots and everything?
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, that's good because we don't need, as cute as they are, we don't need every cat having kittens out there.
Yeah,
Mm.
they do multiply very quickly.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
So it is good for them.
Mm.
And then the last one was Best Friends of Animal Society, which
Ah,
helps all animals that are rescued and things of that nature. I think those are the 4 we're going with,
yeah.
but I'm letting the all the content creators vote for what they want to
Yeah. All
do,
right.
and whatever wins gets. We'll be doing that.
This the animal rescue thing just tears at me. It really does. I see the videos of these animals that are in the shelter for a long period of time. It just melts my heart to see that sort of
I
thing.
I agree. I've always told my partner we may not have kids, but we will have 4 pets that are our children.
That's right. That's right. My late sister used to pick up all the stray cats, and she had a house full of them, but she took care of every single one of them. It wasn't like I mean, she wasn't like the crazy cat lady who just puts out 1 tin of food for the 800 cats or anything like that. Um, she There were some that would only stay in her bedroom. They were just that traumatized by whatever had been going on. But she was really big into that, and I think that wherever she is, she sent those cats to me. Like, here you go, bro. Thanks.
I love that.
Yeah, it's probably true. Uh, is there something you'd really like to do? And it's something, maybe it's a pie in the sky type thing, but something that you would really really want to do with your channel that you haven't done yet.
Honestly, I would love to get into voice acting.
Mm, wow, I think
'Cause
yeah,
I know my voice is definitely kind of unique
yeah,
to a lot of the VTubers, and I can't do the really really girly like small sounding,
mm-hmm,
but I would love to do like more like I would say a young mature voice, and
mm-hmm.
I would love to get into being able to do that.
It's weird to hear somebody who's older um, do a younger person's voice. And that's it's just I'm not disparaging it or anything. I just think it's these people are able to change their voices in such a way and keep it going that way for a period of time. I despise the fact that they're more talented than I am.
It is a talent, and I know they put a lot of hard work to get their voices like that because I've been trying and it is a struggle.
Yeah. It To me, I can get to a voice once, but I can't hit it again. Um, like every once in a while, I'll pull off a decent enough impersonation of a voice, and then I'll never find it again. It's just so frustrating.
See, as a kid, I could do that, but now I'm like, I struggle remembering all the voices I used to do as a kid.
Yeah, yeah. About the only thing I can do well is, "Hey, the old man. Hey, that's me." That's because I am an old man. It's just waiting to explode out of me. Um, yeah, have you thought of picking up some little bits and pieces of things? There's always projects out there people are doing that could use voices, and you've got a unique voice, and while you're not going to be out there for every part, there might be a part that's waiting for you.
Yes, I have thought about it, but I have no idea where to look. No idea.
Just go online, please send me your stuff. I think it's for old radio guys, our voice acting was the commercials. Um, they come to the store and buy your eggs for 12 cents a dozen or something like that. Um, that's how old I am. That's how much the eggs cost then. Um, that type of thing. But we didn't really get into characters or anything like that. So we get to be jealous. They're just jealous of everybody. Uh, have you looked at other creators for inspiration at times? Have you sat and watched somebody else's stream and say, "Oh, that's a good idea. I think I'm going to steal it."
How about I don't ever like I've watched them, but I don't think I've ever said I would steal it per se. I've always asked the creator. I'm like, "Do you mind if I use this and tweak it into my own way?"
Mm-hmm.
Like I I'm one to I always have to ask because I feel so bad if I take it. It'd be like me feeling like I like took someone's art and claimed it as mine. I feel that that would make me so sad. And
Yeah.
I know
Okay.
like I know they're probably not the original creator, but it's just to me if I see it off of theirs and I'm like, "Ooh, we should try that." Like the reaction videos and stuff like that, that's just common.
Yeah.
But like I have like a little thing where you can do exclamation point chaos. I actually got it from another creator and I asked them if it was okay if I used it and they said yeah, they got it off of I think it was a YouTube video
Mm,
tutorial that they
yeah.
said they got it off of.
So you are not going to steal, but you will ask politely.
Yeah, I will
Yeah.
always ask permission.
Yeah. But if you want it stolen, I'm your guy. Um, sorry, I was in media for a long time, and we just take and worry about the consequences later for the most part. Uh, for you now, um, you've obviously enjoying yourself. You've got a really good talent and voice, and very comfortable for folks to come in and just hang out. You know, do you feel like this was kind of made for you? This whole VTubing thing?
I honestly do. As someone who is introverted, now turning extrovert online,
Hmm.
it is it is, I would say, I think it was made for me because it was a dream as a kid, and as who loved playing like Sonic and Final Fantasy and
Hmm.
stuff like that, it was a dream to do what I am doing now, and now I'm living that dream. So
Mm.
it's very exciting, and I feel like I can't wait to see what the future holds.
And your potential audience is 95% of the world.
Yes.
And do you get overseas folks?
I do. I get quite a few actually.
Yeah. And how do you feel about that when you realize that they're in another continent?
I love it. I think it's an amazing thing because it's like I always get so intrigued. I'm like, "Oh, you forgot to tell me about yourself." I think that's awesome, and just I get people. I have had people from Poland
Mhm.
to Britain. I've had a lot,
Yeah.
and I love seeing them in chat and being like, it's the fact that they can make it into my stream on my time zone.
Yeah, yeah. That's the thing too. I mean, I talked to before. New Zealand is like 17 hours ahead of me. That's almost a day. But Hawaii is 5 hours behind me. So like that's 23 hour difference between those two. And I did that in one day. I interviewed someone from New Zealand and Hawaii. There's like I jumped forward in time to do that
I
sort of
love
thing.
that.
Yeah, it's easy to now. You're doing great. I mean, things are going your way. You got good momentum right now, um, and I just think people need to check out what you're doing and enjoy themselves when you do check out Chemical Angel. What's the I from?
That was because the name was taken back in the day, and that was something that was big. I don't know if you ever looked back then that it was like you'd always see like an X by someone's name on MySpace
Oh,
or
I
like
did, yeah,
it was like that. That
yeah.
is where it came from.
Well, MySpace. Oh my gosh. I'm sure
I'm
mine.
old too, so don't worry.
I'm sure mine is in there somewhere. But we were just using it for mafia wars. There's 3 people that know what I'm talking about. we had My wife and I had a mafia wars thing. It was the Midwest coast. Yeah, East Coast and West Coast. We're the Midwest coast. Um, even though there's no water near us. It was it was amazing talking with you and hearing your your success, a triumph, what you've been able to do here. Um, yeah, I think that people need to check out and see more of what you're all about. It's a very easy time watching you stream, even when you're really tired. Been on for 6 hours, like you were yesterday.
Oh,
Um,
yeah.
but it was very fun, and extremely fun to talk to you and meet you with this. And I thank you so much for coming on.
Thank you for giving me this opportunity. I really appreciate it. This is my first time ever doing it, so I am glad I was able to do it. It's definitely got me out of my shell.
Thank you for listening to Eric Loy Interviews. Join us again next time when we talk to another member of the always interesting VTuber community.